There is a lot of work to do today. I'm trying to complete a big order that I have for the next 2 months maybe, and then I will try to make my own pieces too, not just for this order, but for me to put it on sale on the website. This is going to be a crazy 2 months, not just for the work I have to do, but also for the big problem we have here in Sweden. Look at this. This is the table I'm using to make the prototypes for the painting schedule that I'm going to start soon. And this is my spray booth. I think if you have seen my other videos, you have already seen this crazy setup that I have. I have a lot of new colors here and another colors there that I'm going to try later, and Eggy is here. But the problem I have is not this chaos that I have here, but this thing. This thing is the biggest problem I have. And you wonder what the hell is this? Well, I will show you. If I open this, you will see Sweden. And this is my solution for painting. And why do I do this thing? This is not for the fumes. This is not to prevent the fumes to come in. Well, maybe a little bit, but that is not my bigger problem. The bigger problem is that here in Sweden right now is cold. It's too cold here inside. We are around 2 degrees below zero, and this is too cold to paint here inside this room, inside this room. I need to find a solution for this, because if I want to paint when the winter comes, and I think it's going to begin today, it's going to snow in a few hours, and it's going to be snowing all the weekend, on all the week, next week. So if I need to find a solution to paint the toys inside this room on the winter, I need to find something to solve that problem. I have been thinking about to put some kind of wood construction with a hole where you can put this tube outside, but I'm not sure if this is a good solution. I will try. It prevents maybe the cold to come inside, but it's going to be a little bit humid in the beginning. And that's the worst thing, the humidity with paints for airbrush. But then soon it will go not just 2 below zero, but maybe 15, 20 below zero. And that is a big problem here in Sweden, because I don't want to die here inside this room while painting, but I need to paint, I need to work. And I'm still trying to find a way to do it. I will paint a little bit today. I will show you what I'm doing. This is what I have done the last days. This one is on sale. I'm not sure if it's going to be on sale when you see it in YouTube. And then those two, this one and this one, are already sold out. I'm preparing these two colors. I have a few more here. These are going to be shipping to the new owners very soon. I have more here to paint, and this is what I'm going to do today. I'm going to try to paint more of my toys. What I love to do when I paint these things, try to make my color scheme first in one piece, and then select the colors I'm going to use in this toy, and then I will paint a few toys with the same color if they are not one-offs. This one I'm trying to test is not a one-off. It's going to have maybe 1 or 2, 3 or 4 of the same color, and these are the colors I'm using. And then I have another one here that I already use with other toys here. So this is what I'm doing right now. I will continue painting this guy. Let's see how it does. Well, these are my new airbrush. I need to clean them up, but those two, this Hansa 281 and this Hansa 381, are my newest airbrush. And these two are very different from my other two that I had, the Infinity and the Evolution. Those two are incredible. Those two, I love those two. But this one and this one are in another level. They are not better, but they are very different. And why is different? Well, everything is about the way they work. With those two, with the Evolution, for example, and Infinity, this is a 2-in-1. You need to press down and then you need to pull back to select the air pressure and the quantity. So if you press down, it came air, and if you pull back, then you will get more and more and more and more paint. And this one is exactly the same, but not those two, not the Hansa. This one is very different. This one, just you don't need to press down. You can't press down, but you can pull back, and it can both air and paint at the same time. So this is just one function. You don't need to do anything at all. This one is 0.2 needle inside, this one, and this one is a 0.3 needle inside. So this is for bigger surface, and the other one, and this one is for details. I found that I doesn't need anything more complicated than this one. These are not too much cheaper than those two, but are very different. But this one has a very this Hansa one from the same company that the other two. Those Hansa 2H1 and 3H1 are very good to spray paint and very consistent when they are spraying paint. So I really like the way they work. But there is a difference between the 2H1 and the 3H1. And the difference is that this cup with the 2H1, this is a cup I bought it separate from the airbrush because it came with a smaller cup. The problem with that one is the finger. I can't pull this in a good way. This is on the way. This cup is always on the way. It's very difficult to me to put my finger inside this place and pull back with the finger. This is a very big problem I have with this one. I'm just pulling back with the tip of my finger. Well, I can have problems with the control of the flow, of the paint flow. But it's very good. It's very good for details. I think it 0.2 for my toys for details is working perfectly. This one on the other side, the 381, works perfectly. I mean, I have a lot of place here, a lot of space here to put my finger and to pull it not just with my tip but with all the finger. So this one, the 3.H1, has more space. And another thing that I like very much is that this both the 2H1 and the 3H1 has this regulator that you can control the trigger, so you can make it harder to pull back and softer. And the last thing I purchased not long ago is this air pressure regulator, where you choose how much pressure do you want to have on the airbrush. So that is just an update of the things I have to do today. Thank you very much, and we see you the next time. Bye.